very public access. It's very like it's very like two people that were like, why can't we have a show? And then like no one from any higher level of show is telling you how to do a show. So then you're just like, I think this is how a show is, and then you've done it for years, and so it's become this like it's really weird. It's really strange.
I don't
Love
know if
it.
it's being insulted or not, but I
I
absolutely love
promise
it.
you, I'm not insulting you.
Okay,
I
no,
I take it as a compliment,
I am.
honestly.
I'm taking it as
But there
compliment.
is something that's very like Tim and Eric about this. There's something that's like I like if I think you should leave parodied this, they would change nothing.
Okay. Because well, we are found on Amazon and Roku, dude. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like thank you so much for. I am taking everything as a compliment. So
Mm-mm.
I really, I mean, we have people that go around Melissa now, and like, oh my god, it's the first time watching the stream.
Thank
Chaotic Sophia. Well,
you.
thank you very
It is
much.
chaos.
Thank you. Welcome in. We have many people that are now going around Melissa and saying, "Hey, I want to come back on.
Oh
Is
yeah.
it okay? Is it okay to go around Melissa?" I'm like, absolutely. You know, we'll let Melissa know. Joe McDonald says he
No,
should hear the extended dance mix
no,
version.
no, 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 no,
There's a longer version of the song.
no. God,
Oh
no.
no, no, there is not. There is a country
There
version,
couldn't
let
there
me tell
couldn't be.
you.
No.
What does Margot say?
Longer isn't always better, you know.
No.
Sure.
All right, you know, it's not about us, Joseph. This is about you. This is about your students. This is about
I don't know.
your.
This feels a little bit like it's about you, and I like it.
No, it can't. It cannot be. This is your hour. We'll have fun. Michael says we saw Santa this past Saturday. Yeah, you did stop by the store and see me. I said I'm nice. He says sounds good. Well, Santa will be the judge of that this Saturday, Mike. This Saturday. Um, yeah,
No,
we're
area.
getting laughter. Okay, so the concept of the book. Where did it come from? Besides looking at your students scrolling through their phones, how did
Yeah.
you
So
approach the idea? And let's get to it.
I did a. I've been teaching at this university for 6 years at Kennesaw University in Georgia, and ever since I got there, there's been kind of a mandate or an interest on my part to try to put like an anthology project together, and it's my one criteria for doing it was that I didn't want it to be terrible. And in my experience as a comic book fan, anytime, literally anytime I've seen an anthology project put together that is from a school or that has student work in it, it's awful. It's like people think that the way to do that is to just give students space and let them do whatever they want. But I believe truly that if you are going to create an opportunity for first time, like people that are being published for the first time, you have to like really protect them. You know, you have to help them understand how to write a story. You have to help, redraw their panels. You have to guide them through the experience and make sure that what they're making and what you're putting out there and putting their name on is really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got together with, a handful of my best students and asked them if they were interested in making something like this. And I told them, this it's going to be hard. It's not going to just be that you make whatever you want and I put it in. We're going to have to you're going to have to redraw a lot. We're going to have to talk through it, and it's going to be a vetted process. And it grew to almost 30 kids. And then I started reaching out to some of my professional friends because the work that was being produced for it was so good that I pulled in just as many people who are like professionals in the animation and video game and comic book industries, people from Europe. And so now it's this massive project. It's like 325 pages, and it's going to have 35, 37 stories if everybody completes their work. And I think it's going to be like there's not one bad story.
Okay, cool. Now the Kickstarter,
Let's
it's
go.
it says launching soon. When does it actual launch?
February 1st is when we launch. So we have about a month and a half left of trying to get people to go to the Kickstarter and push the notify on launch button. See if we can. Our goal is to try to get 1,000 people for that, which I think is maybe a little ambitious, but we're up to like
79.
130 or something like that.
It says 79 right now on it. Um,
No, there's
uh,
like 127, I
uh,
think.
Are you on the right one?
Oh yeah, no, I am. It says 127 followers, 79 backed, 5 created.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what it is. But you do have 127 followers. I stand corrected, but 79 backed. Can we have one of the mods please pull up a link to the Kickstarter on the screen for us, please?
What is the
Um,
name?
it is inside the description of the episode. It is
Okay.
I Feel Doomed.
Okay.
And we can bring that up. I'm sorry, Joseph. I was reading the wrong thing. Is like I
I
said,
can't
5
believe you
created.
did that. It's
I didn't.
incredibly unprofessional. And having seen several episodes of this show, I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely.
It's definitely raining in your Cheerios
Yeah,
there, buddy.
yes, it is. I mean, it's very bad that I did that, and I apologize, Joseph. Very, very, very much. So, yeah, boy, he's putting me through the paces. Putting me through the paces today. Oh my God. So, what is your favorite story so far in the book?
Oh wow. There's a story by a girl named Hani Salinas that so all the stories, are they fall under this umbrella of like what does doom mean to these different people? And
Mm-hmm.
so um to her, she wrote this story about being a kid and growing up in like a very religious household and being told that like if you ever stop believing in God that you'll lose access to his love. And so as a child, she would pray to God every night that he would kill her before
Oh, that escalated.
before she would ever leave the faith. And so it's a story that's told from the perspective of like a 10-year-old who's kind of begging God to take their life before there's an opportunity for her to like lose access to him. that
Okay.
one that one feels really really heavy, and it's beautiful. She's such a great illustrator.
Wow.
It's probably one of the more like kind of manga hybrid styled stories. And she's also one of my oldest students, and she graduated maybe 2 years ago. But she's incredible, just like one of the best artists I've ever met.
Okay. Wow. That is
That's deep.
definitely
Yeah.
very very deep.
Mm.
Very.
Yeah,
Um.
they're not all like that, but some of them are. I mean, especially these
Damn,
Gen
bro.
Z kids, I feel like they're really tapped into a combination of like their very intense emotions, as well as like they feel very like trauma educated. So if you ask them to tell a story that's very personal to them, they kind of know how to craft something that is kind of brutal, in a way that I think maybe people my age would struggle more with, you know?
Okay. Cat
Hi,
butt.
kitty.
All right.
Kitty.
So there is the link to the Kickstarter right there. Thank you, Mango, for pulling that up. Go there right now. Just get it ready. Get ready for February. I mean, you can have early access.
Cat
Start
butt.
following that Kickstarter right now. You could be, okay, the 128th Kickstarter follower for the.
128. That's what we want.
Yes.
We
So
want
go
that.
there. Yeah, get there right now. Come
Then
on.
9, then 0, then 1, then 2,
So
so on.
get click on that, go there, and just click on it and go. So now we're gonna get to this now before we get to it later on. A lot of our fans, a lot of our followers, a lot of our viewers and listeners all across the social medias, they like their crap autographed.
Okay.
So
Their
you have
stuff.
their stuff. They you have a lot of creators on this book. How could they get this anthology at least autographed by you or by some of the creators.
Yeah, that'll be a guarantee. I mean, that'll almost certainly be one of the lower tiered Kickstarters, is that it'll be signed
Okay.
by most people. There's only a handful of people that are international that I think it would be difficult to get their signature on there, but
Okay.
I would say a vast majority of the artists would be signing it.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
What other type of tiers do we have that we could look forward to? Because I mean, they are tier heavy here.
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, right now we're really heavy in the kind of ideation process, thinking about stretch goals and tiers and things. But I think one of the low tiers will have like a nice like screen printed bag. The We'll have an early bird option where people can get the book for 15% less for the first like 100 or 150 people. I'll almost certainly pair the book with my previous book, Dear Bernadette, that I put out earlier this year, and then there'll be signed, there'll be stickers, there'll be prints. The only thing that I haven't really decided on yet is like whether or not to offer any original art, which I probably will. But those will be like really limited spots, like maybe the original art for the cover or some signature pieces from inside the book.
Okay. Now you already said what is your favorite story. What's your favorite piece of work in the anthology? What's your favorite panel? What was your favorite piece of art that you
Mm.
saw? Because I know you're going through it. You're going through every panel. You're going through every splash page.
Yeah, I mean, it's
What?
really hard to say. Right now, the
Okay.
art is like flying in. People are
Mm-hmm.
still producing a lot of the work that's going to end up in the final book. So it's an exciting time because I'm seeing new art almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's hard not to say. There's an artist, a French artist named Thierry Martin, who is someone who I've like idolized since I was in college, and I reached out to him. We were not really friends. We were like kind of acquainted through Instagram, and I asked him if he'd be interested in contributing something to the book, and he contributed a one-page story that's about these boxers, and it's I think it's probably my favorite piece so far, just because it feels like a dream that he would even agree to participate.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we go to our first break, one other question for me. Then Sophia can have some questions because I do all the talking. I love because I love talking to creators.
You don't say.
I um in some of the literature that Melissa sent over, this was also compared to Dark Mirror and Love, Sex, and Robots. How do you feel about that comparison?
Oh, I think I'm in good company there.
Okay.
I think it's an apt comparison because there's such a big contrast between stories,
Mm-hmm.
not only in their styles but in their tone. There's funny ones, there's heartbreaking ones, there's like big comedy action pieces. There's very like thoughtful philosophical ones. So I think yeah, I guess I would say it's probably closer to Love, Death, and Robots than it is Black Mirror, because Black Mirror um, doesn't really get into like kind of like high octane kind of action set
Okay.
pieces the way that comic books can.
So
So,
okay, so you would think more heavy metal.
oh, for sure, for sure.
Awesome. Awesome.
Any of these stories could be submitted to the new heavy metal. Any of them.
Oh, that's so groovy. Hey, we're going to take 14 seconds and we're going to come right back.
Dingleberry time! Dingleberry! Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask a question. You're gonna answer correctly. The question is: Stan Lee's birth name was what?
Are we doing this?
Yes,
Oh
yes,
yeah,
it's us, brother. It's us. It's
the
us,
guest
No.
Joseph.
answers first, and then Luis.
Yes.
Arthur Fonzarelli.
And that,
Oh,
that
I mean,
was
that's an
my
answer.
answer, Joseph. That
I think
was
it's
my.
it is Jewish, right? Is he Jewish?
Yes,
I actually don't know.
yes, yes. He is. I believe.
Mankiewicz?
Yes, you're close. You're yes. It was I believe no I no
Sam
Jar Jar
Mousewitz.
Mouserwitz. It
Mousewitz.
was
That's good. That's a American